Beautiful. Beautiful. So you found your way to the rooms of kind minds, all of you beautiful souls, and it's lovely to have you here. I have the pleasure of celebrating many things today, and some of them you may have heard and know about, and some of them you may have not. Yet, first, I'll begin with saying that I am celebrating the love and friendship and connection that I have with all of you, and even more importantly, today with my dear friend Meg. So, welcome, Meg, and thank you for being here. I'm bringing people into the room as we speak, and I have a feeling it might be a little bit of a larger room because the one thing Meg offers that's a little bit different to the Pacific coast here is she offers a complimentary moment of stillness and love and freedom to people around the world, but primarily began with the west coast of Canada. And so I can see some of our beautiful friends from that class. And Meg's class is at Still Point Yoga Nidra on Facebook, and you can find her there, and we shall put the message in the chat. Yet today we're going to offer some stillness as well. We're going to offer some moments where we can have some honoring, some respect to those who have gone before us, considering the ancient wise counsel that brought Yoga Nidra to our community and to Meg, but also to some of the experiences that are around the world in considering world peace. And today is the International Day of World Peace. And for some of you that didn't know that, it's very serendipitous because today is celebrating September 21 of 2021. And that will only happen once. And so I'm so blessed to share that date as this day is also special to me. It is my recovery day. It was a day that I chose many years ago to find my way into a peaceful state of being. And so today is special in many, many different ways. So for this class this morning, Meg, I think we'll begin as we had shared. And Meg will talk to you about getting settled and what we're going to do for a short while, a very short while, but I welcome you and I thank you for being here, and I'll let you take over the room here.
Well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much, and welcome to everyone. It's always so sweet to see familiar faces and to see faces of those that I'm just getting to know, and to see faces of those that I don't know as of yet, but I do know that on some level we do know each other. And I was thinking this morning what an incredible pleasure this divine gift of Zoom actually is, because it enables us this space just to come into and to just be with one another in whatever way that looks like, whether it be our moth bitten, where is it here? Kelly was saying earlier, that doesn't really look like just a dressing gown, Meg. And I said, well, it is, but I said, you can really see the dressing gown when you look at it like that. Can you see that? It's all the moth holes in it. So it is truly my dressing gown. Anyways, just to be able to show up. So thank you, Kelly, so much for this gift, and for all of you who have taken the time out of your lives to gather together. So as Kelly said, we're just going to actually just start. We're just going to start with just a couple of minutes of silence to honor this September 21st. And then we'll come back into the room, we'll have a little conversation, and then I'll start to lead you into the practice of Yoga Nidra. So just to acknowledge that this moving into stillness is a really beautiful, almost timeless tradition, that when we move from one space to another space, that we honor that transition. And we take that time to really give thanks to ourselves for our wisdom to take this moment, for the opportunities and the gifts that we have, and to acknowledge the teachers and the mentors and the guides that have gently walked with us through life to land us into this kind mind community room. So why don't we just take a moment then just to maybe just shake the body out just a moment. That's right, Kelly.
Shake it all off, everybody. Shake it off.
Shake what doesn't belong. Totally off. And then let's just gently close our eyes for a moment. And we'll just sit in silent gratitude, feeling that beautiful space of stillness within. And then I'll guide you gently out after 3 minutes. And now, with your eyes still resting closed, just bring your palms together at your heart center and begin to rub the palms together, creating a sense of heat. And when you feel that warmth between the palms of your hands, just gently place them over your closed eyelids and gaze into that dark, vast, infinite, endless space. And then just gently wash the hands down your body. And slowly and gently come back into the room.
Thank you, Meg, for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. And I just wanted to share that my experience with this little word, stillness. A long time ago, I used to always feel that it was something that sort of came from the external environment. A lot of that came from being a young mom and having 3 children under the age of 3. There was a set of twins in there. And just feeling that I just longed for this place of stillness, but I couldn't access it, I believed, because there was just all this busyness in my life, all this external noise and craziness and activity. And then I actually went through a point of a debilitating back situation that took me about a year to recover. And in that time, it felt like I was being forced, but I now know I was being invited into a place of discovering that stillness sits always present within us, regardless of what's going on in the external world. And so I would absolutely be delighted if we could just take a moment just to maybe share a little bit about what that experience, just those 3 minutes, what that was like for you. Is it a familiar place? Is it a disorienting place? Is it a noisy place? Just what was that experience like for you?
I'm going to begin.
Thank you, Kelly.
Because I often come to the room, and although people think that I'm accustomed to this situation, there has never once been a room that I haven't had thinking about. Yet the thinking has gone a little smaller. I still come in that place of serving and making sure it's all good for everybody and ensuring the welcome committee happens. And that 3 minutes is a blessing for me to get grounded. And what I noticed is, even though I was still letting people in the room, welcome Sabina, welcome a few of you who've come a little bit after the beginning, I noticed that it was such a feel-good place for me to just drop in there. And it was such a short amount of time that I could feel really good in. So that's what I've got. Anybody else? Yeah, Shona. Hi, lovely to see you.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, everybody. I resonate with what you were saying there. It felt for me luxurious. It felt, although I do take time out at times, but I think with like 20 of us, I think there are, I think that helped me go further, go deeper. It just felt like sheer luxury. And then when you said, Meg, put your hands, warm your hands, put your hands over, and the darkness, and my God, it was so dark. It was really, really dark. It was like I was on a different planet. I was seeing a different planet or something. It was really amazing. It was very, very enjoyable. I just say huge thank you.
Thank you, Shauna. I'll share around that, around that rubbing of the palms and gently coming back into this room, that a teacher of mine once said, he was speaking about how harsh we can actually be in this life. And how, often as parents, we'll go into our children's rooms and turn the light on and say, okay, you lazy teenagers, it's time to get out of bed and get started on your day and things like that. And he said I actually think he used the word harmful. He said that's actually harmful on the body because it jars us. And when we hold tension in our bodies, it's difficult to access that space of stillness. And so I find that that's a really beautiful practice, even first thing in the morning, before I open up my eyes, just to feel that heat between my palms and place them over my eyes. And then just when my body feels that it's ready to bring in the light of this day, then just to gently open my eyes rather than just abruptly open my eyes. And I find that for me, the beauty of stillness is that invitation just to slow down. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I accomplish less in my day, but my day is fueled from this inner space of stillness, where it feels like there's a much more natural and organic flow to really the dynamism of life. I used to feel this way, and in many conversations that I'm blessed to have with people, sometimes there's this perception that to move into stillness, we have to be rigid. We have to be like these statues, and we can't do a micro movement because then we won't be still. But that's still this perception that stillness is something external. Whereas that stillness, it's that place of our being. It's like the backdrop of absolutely everything, where every single aspect of life arises from. And I'll just share that the more I dive into that place, it's like that place becomes expanded. There's an expansiveness in it where we can start to actually see stillness and silence in absolutely everything. That for me then takes us into this place of communion, a place where there is no separation, because we're all just basking in this infinite space of being, of stillness. And from that, all this incredible dynamism of life comes forth.
So, Meg, are you saying that sitting on my pillow, propped up, very straight, legs crossed, with my home going on, it's not all about that? Is that what you're saying?
Kelly, I'd say that if it feels to you like it's all about that, then run with it. But I would offer that, no, it's not necessary. And that's one of the things that just took hold of me in this practice of Yoga Nidra, that I was told all I had to do was lie down and get incredibly comfortable. And after I got incredibly comfortable, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to sit cross-legged where my hips were hurting, or my back was bugging me, or my toes were twitching. What's that, Kelly?
My ohms were repetitive.
Yeah, my arms were repetitive. I was paying attention to the waffling in my voice as I was trying to do that perfect om, because all of that is about this place of trying to
Yeah.
do something.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, Yoga Nidra has been an incredible path to point us into this place of stillness, because we release all tension and all holding in the physical body. And when we are tense, our breath becomes tense. And that ability to access that pure state of still being in us becomes, I'd say, blocked. And so, even throughout the day, if you're standing in the kitchen and you're going to make yourself a cup of tea, sometimes it's just nice to just do a wiggle and a jiggle and let some of that tension that just naturally builds up in our body let go. And then just close your eyes for a millisecond and feel that stillness in your body.
Meg, we have a question from William. Bill, please. There he is. A statement, question, whatever.
Well, it's just the feeling I get when I go quiet. And for me, I relish not having any words. And it reminds me when been in some situations where you're not to eat, where you're not to speak while you eat.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that. Because then I get fully just to enjoy the taste of the food, whatever it is, but I don't have to do anything with my thinking. And when I have a nice feeling, it's just to kind of snuggle, be very quiet with that nice feeling. And it's so easy. And I know in the mornings about I love to just use warm water on my eyes. Again, I think it's just to allow myself to just kind of be with me, be with myself. So I think it's just when I don't have to think, it just feels so good.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Diane, yes. Everybody, this is my mom.
Hi.
Welcome, Mom.
I can't hear anything.
I am a grateful mother of Kelly and a grateful friend of Meg's.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to tell you that when I last saw Meg, she gave me an intention which helps very much to be still. So the intention was, I release all tension, all stress, and all worries from my body.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's it.
Thank you.
And be still.
Thanks for sharing. Meg, I'm just noticing the time.
Mm-hmm.
In respect to closing at the appropriate time, which would be 12:30. I'm going to say that, well, first I'd like to say a couple things before we begin. I wanted to share today, especially, about the lands that we're on, the places that we're actually living on. And being in Port Moody, we're on the region and the unceded territory of the Coquitlam, Musqueam, Squamish, Stolo, and the Saber-Tooth First Nations. And because of being on those lands, we're able to be here. We're able to have this moment and time. And I celebrate those that have gone before us in the Native community, because if today is International Day of Peace, we're speaking to the places in Canada where there may not have been some. And so it is my honor to celebrate the Natives of Canada and to celebrate all of you in this moment where we are in peace and where there will be more peace, as I turn the room over to Meg, and she will guide you through what is her ancient and very wise practice of Yoga Nidra.
Thank you, Kelly. So I think that Kelly had offered some guidance of feathering your nest. And so I'll just lead you through a little bit of that. And you know, this practice can be done sitting up in a chair if that's where you find yourself right now. But if you do have the space to be able to actually just lie down on a floor or a Chesterfield, or even in your bed, which is where many people who come into the room on Thursday night find themselves. What's most important is that your body is in a place that it knows it can just relax and just let go. So let's just take a moment or two to find that space for you right now. And as it is a space of non-doing, a space of stillness, the body does tend to chill down a little. So you might just want to have a little blanket over you. Sometimes I find it helpful to have a soft cushion behind my head. And if you are lying down, perhaps something underneath your knees to ensure that you're comfortable. And if you're in a room, it would be an offering just to actually turn the lights off. Because what happens to the body is at the moment we close our eyes or we enter into a dimmer space, the mind just naturally starts to slow down. And I'll let you know, for those who I've not had the privilege of sharing this practice with before, that there are moments of stillness throughout what is about a 40-minute practice. And so my voice is the guide that you listen to. And then there will be moments of silence. But you will know, I believe, intuitively when the practice is over. But just to put your minds at ease, there will be some chimes that Kelly has. And she will ring those. There they are. And she will ring those so that you will definitely know that our practice has come to a close. And, you know, in the Still Point Yoga Nidra room on Thursday nights, we have a tradition of just ending it in silence, with the intention that sometimes this place of silence is such a rare gift that we give ourselves, that it's always lovely just to be able to luxuriate in that, to just sort of gestate in that place. And so that's how we thought that we would close the room today, is just in that space of silence. But to also let you know that Kelly and I will just hang out, just in case there's something that really calls to you that needs to be spoken. But please just take the opportunity just to linger and to leave the room in whatever time is best for you. And so I think that's about it. I think that covers it. And just know that in this practice, you can't do anything wrong because this practice isn't about doing anything. So please just relax and let go of any sense of anticipation or expectation or need to feel a certain thing, and just trust. And so as you find yourself moving into a comfortable position, if you're lying down, perhaps feeling your legs upon the ground, lying about hip width apart, and your arms resting gently by your side. Now laying or sitting in this space, wherever you find yourself, begin to slowly and gently close your eyes, slowing down the quality of the mind, and just notice how just by resting your eyes, your attention begins to move inwards, the mind becoming quieter, lighter. And as you begin to settle into a deeper state of relaxation, invite your mind to come home, being here just now in this moment. And soften the belly and feel the areas of the body that are in contact with the surface supporting it, feeling held and letting go of any need to make anything happen. And now turn your attention to the ebb and flow of breath, simply noticing the rising and falling of the belly, the easy ways of breath, simply noticing how the body breathes itself without any need to control or have it be anything different. Notice the coolness of the breath as it enters the body and the warmth of the breath on the exhalation. Soft waves of breath coming and going. And with each progressive exhalation, feel the body beginning to soften, to relax, and let your body weight drop down into the earth, feeling heaviness in the body. The shoulders, arms, torso, hips, and legs. Relaxing your face, the scalp, the throat, the skin on your body. And be still. There is nothing for you to do. Feeling the body naturally beginning to let go. Just the natural and spontaneous undoing of tension through the release of effort. And now take a deep breath in and exhale fully through the mouth with a big sigh. And again, take a deep breath in, filling up the lungs completely. And let it all go with a big sigh. And feel a deep sense of contentment and peace wash over you. As the mind withdraws from the world of doing, we discover through the felt sensation of the body the realm of being. The realm of being that exists as the ever-present backdrop to all experience. And now bring this intention into your awareness for our practice today. I open my heart and rest in the stillness of the being that I am. And now bring your body into awareness and recognize your body has been a trusted vehicle, creating accomplishments and contributions to the best of its ability. And now it is time for your body to rest deeply. And now we'll move our attention into the body to release trapped energy and move deeper into total relaxation. And if you can't have undue pressure in the head for any reason, it's important that you breathe normally as you tense the body. So as you inhale, make fists and deliberately induce stiffness and tension through your shoulders, arms, and fists. And tighten and tighten, allowing yourself to feel the contraction. And now let go completely and relax. And feel the flood of energy in your arms. And this time, as you inhale, deliberately induce stiffness and tension in the hips, legs, and feet. Tighten and tighten. Hold and feel the experience, perhaps in the form of tingling or whatever you're noticing. And now let go. Let go completely and relax. And feel the flood of energy in your arms. And this time, tighten and tense the entire body as you inhale. Arms, hands, shoulders, feet, legs, face, buttocks. Tighten and tighten. And simply experience this experience of holding and tension in the body. And now let go completely and relax. And on your next exhalation, relax even more. And let your body go limp like a rag doll, releasing any holding anywhere. And now bring your attention to the face. And with your next exhalation, allow all expression to drop from the face. releasing the tiny muscles around the eyes and allowing the eyeballs to rest back in their sockets. Releasing the tiny muscles around the mouth, with the tongue resting in the mouth, the lower jaw gently opening, softening, allowing the cheeks to soften towards the floor. The scalp resting on the skull, and the neck softening, easing. Simply be available to the entire range of sensations in the face and head. And now drop into a sense of your whole bodily presence and embrace this present moment's experience, letting go of what is going and letting come that which is coming. For this becomes your connection to the silent source within you. And feel yourself descending down into the stillness beneath the mind, with all excess tension and holding carried out with each exhaling breath. Feeling more, thinking less. And feel a deep sense of stillness permeate every muscle, cell, and nerve of the body. Totally absorbed and fully engaged in the flood of energy felt through bodily sensations. Allowing the mind to dissolve into bodily presence. Maintaining this inner stillness. If you need to make any necessary adjustments to ensure that you're supremely comfortable, do so now and just return to stillness when you're able. Throughout this entire period, remain relaxed and motionless, alert and conscious, and allow your entire body to receive my words energetically, non-mentally, allowing any disturbances, external or internal, to draw you deeper within. In Yoga Nidra, you enter the subconscious field of energy. Let your mind merge and melt into the energy body and go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. And now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing from now on. Simply relax. And now bring your awareness to the breath. And breathing in deeply, fill your lungs from the bottom to the top as if you're filling a water bottle. And now draw the breath into the lower belly and feel your abdomen expand first. And as the breath moves into the chest, observe your abdomen going down and your chest lifting up. And as you breathe out, empty your lungs from the top to the bottom, observing the chest going down first, then your abdomen going down as you complete the exhalation. And let your breath be slow and steady, simply observing the movement of your abdomen and chest. Staying connected to the wonderful feeling of release of tension and the deep feeling of relaxation. And let this feeling extend to every part of the body. Let this entire process of breathing be the vehicle for deepening your relaxation. And now redirect your attention to your breath and create no struggle around breathing. Simply use the breath to release any tensions. And slowly deepen your inhalations and exhalations, letting the exhalation be longer than the inhalation. Letting the flow of your breath be steady and uniform as much as possible. And with each breath out, release any tension held in your body and anticipations in your mind. Let go. And with each breath in, fill every nerve and cell with pulsating, healing energy. Relax. Breathing out, let go of holding anywhere in your body. Let go even more. And with the next breath in, visualize your body renewed and revitalized with new life. Empty your body and mind and enter deeper levels of stillness and silence. Now breathe normally and be still. And bring your total attention to the pulsating energy field felt in the form of sensations in your body. And observe how your attention feeds the expansion of the pulsating energy field. And energy follows attention. Feel all the tension in your mind and tightness in your muscles melt away. Let all the tension simply melt, drain away, and dissolve in the expanding energy field. And bring your attention to your brow center, the third eye, the space between the eyebrows and about 2 inches inwards, the body's reset button. And recognize your deep connection to the original source of silence. Drop into that silent space where all doing stops. And enter an effortless state of being. And now follow my guidance as we move attention through different parts of the body. And as I guide you from point to point, remain in non-doing silent awareness and bring a feeling of warmth and healing light to each body part as I name it. Now bring your undivided attention to the brow center, the pit of the throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, middle of the chest, right side of the chest, middle of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel point, middle of the pubic bone, right hip, knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of the pubic bone, left hip, knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of the pubic bone, navel point, middle of the chest, pit of the throat, and back to the brow center. And gather all your attention at the brow center. And let the non-doing presence fully manifest in your brow center. Observing the vast stillness and silence. And resting in this vastness, allow whatever comes into your field of awareness to be present without comment or judgment. Simply witness it as it floats by like clouds in the sky. Feel yourself open and allowing. Steady. Centered. Rest back. Empty. Like a blue sky. Pure capacity for experience to move through. You know this place. It is the part of you that can never be diminished or destroyed. Pure, steady, timeless. Like the sky itself. Rest here. Freed from restrictions of mind, divine energy awakens. From this moment on, allow yourself to shift from effort to grace. A new sense of freedom, fulfillment, and joy filling your heart. Your body is luminous, radiant, emanating light from every pore of your skin, manifesting through your eyes. Feel your whole body and every cell vibrating at a whole new frequency, different from anything you have ever known before. The energy field begins to extend beyond your boundary of the body and spreads everywhere. This is the dimension of being, not doing. Because when you arrive, there is nothing to be done. Settle into the silent source of your being and allow the duality of mind to merge into oneness. Dissolve and disappear into stillness. Now bring your intention into your awareness. I open my heart and rest in the stillness of the being that I am. I open my heart and rest in the stillness of the being that I am. I open my heart and rest in the stillness of the being that I am. Allow this intention to go to the deepest levels of recognition with no hesitation. Establish it at the altar of your heart. Know that your higher self recognizes, honors, and accepts your intention. Trust that it is being heard and is being acted upon by a higher power of the wisdom within you. There is no need for you to do anything about it. And allow your entire self to respond spontaneously and effortlessly to the following words of affirmations. My source is silent stillness. I am at peace in the midst of chaos. I am stillness in action. Establish yourself firmly in faith and trust to receive the grace, protection, and wisdom of the higher self within you. The more often you connect to the presence within, the easier it is to return there again and again. You have prepared the base from where you can carry out interactions with life and interpersonal relationships with the integrative power of love and the wisdom within. Feel totally unburdened and free to move in life with effortless ease. And feel the presence of your higher self protect and guide and bless you. Feel the energy and the grace and the wisdom fill you and surround you at all times. And now begin to become aware of the rising and falling of the breath with no effort or need to try to change or control the breath. And slowly feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Feel the body held and supported by the surface beneath it and the quality of the air as it touches the skin. And gradually you can begin to move as if waking from a restful sleep. Perhaps wiggling fingers and toes, bringing a soft micro movement to your body. Or bending your knees and pulling them closer to your chest, rocking sideways gently, but take your time. Do not hurry. And then just curl onto your right side and into a fetal position. Again, taking your time and feeling the safety, comfort, and protection of the womb of existence. And now, gradually, in your own time, you can begin to sit up with your eyes closed, continuing to stay deep in this deep inner experience. And regardless of what you consciously recognize that has or has not changed, know that something deep within has shifted to connect you with your true essence, the wisdom of your higher self. Become aware of your body and bring a deep sense of peace and contentment with you as you bring attention back to the body. And notice how relaxed the body is, how soft the breath is, how silent the mind is, and how quiet the heartbeat is. Be still and feel wrapped in a blanket of loving stillness, knowing this is who you truly are. Balanced, whole, pure and free, just as you are. And feel a sense of gratitude, knowing the more often you return to this still point within, the more our hearts feel opening into the universal river of peaceful stillness, of love. May all that you do be the expression of the peaceful presence that you are, always arising from the divine drop-in center, the still point within. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. Hari Om Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.